Today, I want to talk about a curriculum that's been a huge blessing in our homeschool, Christian Light Education, or CLE. You might have heard of it, but there's a lot about CLE that you might not know. And honestly, these little things might be just what you're needing to hear if you're juggling a lot and trying to stay faithful. Let's jump in. I didn't realize this at first, but CLE is really smart about training kids to work more independently without throwing them into the deep end. Each lesson has directions for each section and is very clearly laid out. And the teacher's guide instructs you on when to direct your kids in practicing reading the directions themselves. Kids know exactly what's expected that day. There's no guessing. There's no overwhelming giant assignments. It's the same thing every single day. In addition to that, every lesson has a checklist built into it. Kids check off as they go, and it gives them a sense of progress without you having to micromanage every step of the way. And then to add on to it, each light unit has a built-in self-check lesson where kids review what they know before taking their final test. It's like training them to take ownership early, but with a little gentle oversight, because everything that they see in that self-check is actually going to be on their test. Another thing that really helps, and a lot of people don't realize it, is how CLE sets up the teacher's guides and answer keys to make your job a whole lot easier. The answer key is right there in the teacher's guide. You don't have to go hunting around for it. And it's all in one place. It saves you time and brain space when you're juggling a million things. That at what the lesson that you're teaching has the answers right there, and it has a student copy, so it's a duplication of what the student sees. The other thing about the teacher's manual is that there is a clear daily prep section. Anything you need to prep, materials, a quick review, a heads up about the lesson, it's clearly marked for you, so there's no guessing, there's no digging around. You can just see it at a glance, and it allows you to do any last minute grab of anything that you may need to. There isn't usually a lot that you need to prep, but it really helps to have it right there, bold, right at the beginning of a lesson. Speaking of bold, the teacher's guide, where this teacher is actually supposed to read out loud to the student, is actually bolded. I love that aspect of things. It's not italicized. It's not like in parentheses. It is bolded. And so at a quick glance, I can look and know what I'm supposed to be saying. And that really helps me, especially when I'm navigating between such things, between all the things. And I have so many kids running around. I know, look for the bold, Wendy, and you'll know exactly what you need to say. So the important stuff for you, key concepts to explain, quick teaching notes, what to review that day, all that stuff is located within the teacher's guide. Plus, in the back, there are extra practice sheets, alternative tests and quizzes, a full scope and sequence, and reference sheets if your child needs more help. It's all there within the teacher's guide. I love that CLE is more about what your child really knows, not just how fast they can move through a workbook. So they've got this spiral review of things, and skills aren't taught once and then forgotten. They keep showing up little by little over time, helping kids really own the material, not just memorize it for a test. In addition to that, in every light unit and before every test, kids take at least 2 quizzes that shows whether they're ready. And if they bomb it, you know before the big test, and you can go back and get that extra practice and get that extra review and use the alternative test in the back of the teacher's guide to have them, or the alternative quiz in the back of the teacher's guide to have them retake that quiz. And there's this slow and steady pace to CLE. The actual teaching of lessons isn't overwhelming. They're about maybe, I want to say 10 to 15 minutes of actual teaching time or of learning something new. And then majority of the rest of the lesson is just going to be reviewing concepts that your child has already learned. So if you're wondering if CLE is too plain or too old-fashioned, I just want to say sometimes simple is strong. Sometimes the old paths are the ones that hold the most fruit. You don't need the perfect curriculum. You need tools that help you stay faithful to what God's calling you to do. And for a lot of us, CLE has been just that. If this was encouraging, hit like button, the subscribe, and share it with another homeschool mama who's feeling overwhelmed and just needs a faithful, simple place to start. And check out my CLE playlist if you're looking for more information about Christian Light education. And I will see y'all next time.